Good afternoon and welcome to Tennessee Tech University's afternoon ceremony of fall commencement. Will everyone please rise?
Good afternoon. I'm President Phil Oldham, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to the third ceremony of this special fall commencement. Today we celebrate your focus, your effort, your discipline, patience, faith, family, community, and common sense, all of which has brought you here today. This ceremony will be shorter than normal, but richer because you did not quit when faced with the most unusual spring and summer semesters in this fall ever at Tennessee Tech University. I'd like to ask everyone to remain standing for the invocation and for the National Anthem to follow, which will be performed by music students Emma Choate, Cameron Cagle, Chris Kearns, and Emily Dow. Now join Dr. Rob Owens, the Interim Vice President for Student Affairs, as he leads us in the invocation. Gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Let us pray. God, we thank you for the occasion of this 2020 commencement. It has been a very wild year, particularly for us here at Tennessee Tech University. But we thank you for your protection and for your grace over our campus and our community. It has been a challenging year, but it's really through challenge that we grow. Father God, I ask that you would help the challenges and the struggles and the hard times that these graduates have faced over the last almost year. Help them to grow and help them to blossom into their next stage as they receive their degrees on today. We thank you for these challenges. We thank you for what lies ahead, but we most of all thank you for your goodness to us. We ask for a smooth commencement today. It's only fitting that we have a great December 2020 commencement. In your name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets had left the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Graduate, please be seated. Graduates, you are joining a very elite group today. Tech alumni are known for their work ethic and their ability to solve complex problems. They are known for being so well prepared that employers typically celebrate that they have hired a tech graduate. I want you to see some of those who you will be joining today. I'm certain that in this audience there are a number of Tennessee Tech alumni with us. So please join me in a round of applause as I ask everyone in the audience this afternoon who has earned a degree from Tennessee Tech to please stand and be recognized. Please stand. Thank you, and welcome back to campus. It is said that adversity does not create character, but it does reveal it. This year, your lives have been assaulted by a tornado, pounded by a pandemic, and challenged by tensions of heart and mind. And by those tests, your character has been revealed for its kindness, for its strength, and for its tenacity. Some of you are native to Cookeville, others are adopted sons and daughters. But this will always be home to you, and you've proved that. When the tornado hit, those suffering were your family and friends, even if you'd never met them. You chose to do the right thing by putting your lives on hold and serving. You changed me with what you did. You showed me the strength of youth in action. My experience as president is forever linked to your time here. Surely the pandemic is the most significant challenge of our lives, and words seem inadequate to describe the complete impact on each of us. However, you have shown patience and selflessness during everyday inconveniences and major disruptions alike. And yet here we are, doing what we must do to protect each other and encourage each other. Now it's time to celebrate. As Tech's stature and reputation grow, so does the value of your degree from this institution. Your patience is certainly going to be rewarded. In just a few minutes, you will have a degree from one of the top-ranked universities in the nation, and a university that gives you the highest average starting salary among public universities in Tennessee. You are absolutely set to get a great return on that educational investment. Because, to sum it up, you have what the world wants and desperately needs: talent coupled with tenacity. You have clearly demonstrated those high-value characteristics that are embodied within the degree you receive today. You are and forever will be bold, fearless, and confident Golden Eagles. Congratulations. At this time, I'm honored to introduce several speakers who wanted to address you today by video. You receive special greetings from 3 alumni who have achieved amazing success in their careers and who serve currently on our Board of Trustees. First, you will hear from Trudy Harper, who had an illustrious career with the Texas Utilities Electric Company and then founded Tenaska Power Services Company, the power marketing affiliate of Tenaska. Next, you'll be greeted by our very own astronaut, Captain Barry Wilmore, a captain in the U.S. Navy, former fighter pilot, and a veteran of 2 previous space flights. However, in this coming year, the summer of 2021, Barry will command the inaugural flight of Boeing's Starliner to the International Space Station. And then you'll hear from Fred Lowry, who serves as President of Life Sciences Solutions and Laboratory Products at Thermo Fisher Scientific, with annual revenues of more than $24 billion and approximately 70,000 employees globally. In addition to these 3, one of your fellow students, Student Board of Trustees member Daniel Hines, has a special message. And then the featured address will be from Tech alum Stephanie Irwin Dedman. Stephanie is the Chief Information Officer for the state of Tennessee and is responsible for all operational areas of the state's central IT organization. These messages are just for you, graduates. I hope you enjoy.
I'm Trudy Harper. I'm the chairman of the Board of Trustees, and I'm an 83 and 84 graduate with bachelor's and master's degrees in electrical and computer engineering. So congratulations to all of you, but a special congratulations to the 23 of you who are graduating with degrees in electrical or computer engineering. You are my students, and I promised you that this day would come, and it has, so congratulations. To those of you who are like me and are the first in your families to graduate from college, I want to join you in acknowledging and celebrating what a special opportunity you've been given. And I want to ask you to honor that opportunity by ensuring that those who come after you have the same opportunity to go to college. To all of you, I hope that you have formed lasting friendships while you've been here at Tennessee Tech. I've found that lifelong friendships are not something that require a lot of work, but they don't happen by accident. So I hope you'll be intentional about maintaining those friendships that you've established here. And if, like me, you're blessed and 40 years later, you'll find that some of the most important people in your life are people that you met while you were here at Tennessee Tech. So congratulations again to all of you, and go out and make us proud.
Good day. I'm Barry Wilmore, BS Electrical Engineering 1985, MS Electrical Engineering 1994, also on the Board of Trustees. I'm grateful for this opportunity to say just a few short words. As you go forward in life, I would say choose adventure. It will certainly broaden your horizons. And set out each day to make some small accomplishments. Make your bed, clean the breakfast dishes, read your Bible, work out, something that instills discipline every single morning, because discipline will take you a long, long way in life. And finally, of course, we have to set some encouraging words from Master Yoda himself.
Try not, do, or do not. There is no trouble.
Class of 2020, congratulations. This is Fred Lowry from the class of 1994. I was one of those students that was able to squeeze my 4 years of school into 6. And I thought I had it hard while I was there in Cookeville. But I didn't have to endure anything like what you guys have proven to endure through your college experience. And you guys have come out like champions. So I'm incredibly proud of you, and I'm very excited about your future. Just a couple of things I would maybe offer to help you along the way. One is write down your goals. Write down your short-term goals and your long-term goals and review them often. Research has shown that people that write their goals down and review them have a much greater chance of reaching them. Seems like a small thing, but it's a huge thing. Secondly, figure out what you love and do that work. Love the work that you do, and it will never be work. It will be your passion. And then third, help others. No matter what your profession is, there's a person on the other end of it that's receiving your work product. And let me tell you, whoever helps the most people wins. So help as many people as you can. And then finally, don't ever give up. Whatever your goals are, don't ever give up on them. And if you don't give up on your goals, you can never be defeated. If you get knocked down 7 times, get up 8. I'm super excited about your future. I feel like the country and this world is in great hands because of your resilience, because of your vision, and because you are going to change the world. Congrats again. Enjoy your day.
Congratulations, class of 2020. My name is Daniel Hines, and I serve as the student representative on the Board of Trustees. On behalf of the board, we want to congratulate you on all of your accomplishments thus far. You have worked so hard to be where you are today. Despite the constant challenges thrown at you this year, you have overcome the adversity of moving to online classes last semester and the hybrid model this semester, and have done exceptionally well. You will all go to the far reaches of the world and share the knowledge that you have gained while at Tennessee Tech, and do amazing things in the process. Always remember to keep pushing forward and to be bold, be fearless, be kind, and be confident. Keep your wings up, Golden Eagles.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Irwin Dedman. I'd like to welcome the graduates, family, friends, professors, and administrators. As a double alumni of this wonderful institution, I'm so honored to be speaking with you today to commemorate such a huge milestone in your life. Congratulations, what an awesome accomplishment you have achieved. There is likely a long list of people who are proud of you, your family, your friends, the professors and administrators of this great university, including President Odom. And you should be proud of you. You have worked hard to make it to this moment, so enjoy every moment of it. Additionally, you've demonstrated great resiliency and persistence during this challenging time. These skills will serve you well throughout life. One of the reasons I'm so honored and thrilled to be speaking with you today is that I may be more like many of you than some of the commencement speakers in the past. I grew up in Tennessee in a middle-class family. As we've already established, I graduated from Tennessee Tech. While I do have an MBA, I don't hold a doctorate. I'm not a VP or a CEO, but I am the Chief Information Officer for our great state, a role that I am extremely proud of. So know that you, yes you, can achieve great things. I'm proud of my Tennessee Tech education. I learned more than the technical and professional skills obtained during my time here. I learned important life skills, things like how to be part of a team, why it's important to help others, to be proud of where I came from, and to give back. I want to share a story with you that impacted me early in my career. I overheard coworkers talking about ACT scores, something along the lines of, "Did you know there are people working here who only made a 20-something on their ACT?" And to make matters worse, they were speaking negatively about those of us who went to state universities. Colleges like MTSU, and yes, our beloved Tennessee Tech. I assumed they were speaking specifically about me. My ACT was enough, but I didn't knock it out of the park. My heart sank. I felt physically ill. Could I really succeed in this company? Did I have what it takes? I think I proved them wrong, but let me share some lessons that I took away from that situation. First, don't dwell on the negativity of others. I let those comments impact me way more than I should have. I stewed over it for a while, and clearly I still remember the situation. That is not a valuable use of time or energy. Erma Bombeck said, "Worry is like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere." Second, don't let a single measure define you. A test like the ACT is a point-in-time measure. It's not intended to predict future success. When you miss the mark or don't achieve something, pick yourself up, take note of what you learned and how you can do better next time. Another lesson. The best reaction to naysayers is to achieve massive success. Never let someone else's opinion of you define who you are or what you can be. The best way to fight a notion is to prove them wrong. Who says a graduate of Tennessee Tech University can't make it to the C-suite? There are plenty of us who have. The next lesson is twofold. Don't fight negativity with negativity. I could have confronted them and attempted to correct their understanding, but it was their opinion, and arguing opinions isn't a good use of time. The second part is that arguing with them is not really me. It's not how I roll, so they say. So the point is you have to be you. You have to be authentic, because when you're not, people pick up on that. And lastly, and maybe most importantly, don't be the naysayer. Bernard Meltzer said, quote, "Before you speak, ask yourself if what you are going to say is true, is kind, is necessary, is helpful. If the answer is no, then maybe what you are about to say should be left unsaid." End quote. Now, your parents may have taught you this notion as a child or a teenager. I want you to know it's every bit as important as an adult and as a professional. In my humble experience, it's positivity that will help you achieve success. As you go out into the world to do great things, I'd like to share a few nuggets I'd encourage you to remember and embrace. Even though you've heard some of these before, possibly, I believe they will serve you well in whatever you choose to do. Be humble. There's just no room for ego. A healthy dose of self-confidence is good, but remember that often a strength taken to the extreme becomes a weakness. Be helpful. Volunteer to stay late. Ask to take on the special projects. Be seen as the go-to person. Put the hard work in. Rarely is something going to be given to you without you proving you're willing to work for it. Be flexible. Things change, challenges present themselves. Be calm, level-headed, and patiently work through the issue or problem at hand. Earn the title of problem solver. And an oldie but a goodie, say please, thank you, and you're welcome. You don't have to have your life mapped out right now, but do have a 2 to 3 year plan, but be flexible. Always remember those who helped you along the way, including your parents, and help them when and however you can. One of the commissioners I worked for often said, do the right things and do things right. He would say, folks, it's just that simple, and he's right. I'll say it again, do the right things and do things right. Be proud of your Tennessee Tech degree. Always be proud of your time here and your accomplishments. For it matters what you do as an employee, as a person, and how you treat others, not how large or small your university was or how much you paid for your education. Again, thank you so much for the honor to speak with you today. Congratulations and best wishes for each of you. And remember, wings up.
Candidates, this is finally your moment. We know that your studies and the connections you made here will be a part of your lives that you'll never forget. We certainly hope you'll come back to see us, and we're confident that when you do, you will have no regrets because you have finished what you started. That sense of accomplishment will never go away. If anything, it gets stronger with time. Students, also on your behalf, I'd like to acknowledge our wonderful faculty here at Tennessee Tech whose interest in and concern for you as students are the hallmarks of this university. You have had the opportunity to learn from professors who have achieved national and international recognition in their disciplines. But even more importantly, from professors who truly care about you, the student, and work hard to ensure that you leave this institution with the skills and knowledge you need to be successful. I'd like to ask all the members of the faculty that are able to be with us this afternoon, representing the entire faculty, to please stand and let us thank you for all the work that you do. Thank you. I'm also certain that in an audience this size and with this graduating class, nearly every member of this class has somebody in this audience, a mother, a father, husband, wife, friend, or relative, who have worked behind the scenes to help make this day possible for you. Candidates, please join me in a tribute to those here today and those that may not be able to be with us today, who are very special to you, those who share in your graduation honors today. Let's thank our family members. And finally, there are actually hundreds of students, faculty, and staff at Tennessee Tech who have either served our country in the past or are currently serving our nation in the United States Armed Forces. Jackson Cordell, a civil engineering major from Sale Creek, and Caden Scott, an engineering technology major from Nashville, received their commissions as second lieutenants yesterday. Tennessee Tech proudly honors all of our distinguished veterans, and we are especially grateful to you for the many sacrifices you have made. Graduates and anyone else in the audience who has served or is currently serving the United States military or first responders, would you please stand and let us thank you for your service? Thank you again for your service. It is now my privilege to welcome Provost Bruce to present the candidates for graduation.
Thank you, President Oldham. Each major instructional unit at the university has the designation of college or school, and each college is led by an academic officer typically bearing the title of dean. Today, your dean will present candidates for the degrees in his or her area. On behalf of the Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, I will present the candidates for graduate degrees. Graduate candidates, by choosing to advance the knowledge of your respective fields through graduate studies, you have already made a significant contribution to your chosen profession. I am confident that the role you will continue to play in the workplace, in your communities, and in your families will be significant in equal measure to your professional accomplishments. I now present the candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy degree from the College of Engineering. Engineering doctoral candidates, will you please stand? Next, I present the candidate for the Doctor of Philosophy degree from the College of Interdisciplinary Studies. Doctoral candidate, will you please stand? Now I present candidates for master's degrees from the College of Engineering and the College of Interdisciplinary Studies. Master's candidates, will you please stand? On behalf of the graduate faculty, I have the pleasure of presenting these candidates, and I recommend that the appropriate advanced degree be conferred. Please be seated. Now I call to the podium Dean Joseph Slater, who will present candidates for degrees from the College of Engineering. Dr. Slater.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the several departments of the College of Engineering please stand? Candidates, today is as satisfying for us as it is for you. It has been our pleasure to stand beside you during your undergraduate studies. All of you have, one way or another, distinguished yourselves in the classroom, in the laboratory, in the field, and in the community. Provost Bruce, for each of the candidates who has fulfilled the requirements established by the College of Engineering, it is my privilege to present these candidates for graduation on behalf of the faculty of the College of Engineering.
Thank you, Dean Slater. Candidates, please be seated. Now I call to the podium Dean Mike Gocher, who will present candidates for degrees from the College of Interdisciplinary Studies. Dr. Gocher?
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies please stand? Candidates, your professors and I have been in awe of the imagination and intellectual resources you have shown during your undergraduate studies. Many of you have devoted yourself to service in your communities and families with equal distinction. Provost Bruce, for each of the candidates who have fulfilled the requirements established by the College of Interdisciplinary Studies, it is my privilege to present these candidates for graduation on behalf of the faculty of the College of Interdisciplinary Studies.
Thank you, Dean Gocher. Now will I ask all of the candidates in this section of the fall graduating class, please stand together. President Oldham, in the name of the faculty, I have the privilege of presenting the fall section of the class of 2020, and for each who has completed the requirements for the degree for which he or she is a candidate, on behalf of the faculty, I recommend that the appropriate degree be conferred.
Thank you, Provost Bruce. And upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me from the Tennessee Tech Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you, as well as each candidate graduating in absentia, the degree for which you have been recommended. As evidence that you have fulfilled all the requirements thereof, and that you are entitled to all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges pertaining to that degree, I now will present to each of you the diploma cover of this university. Graduates, as recognition of having received your degrees, you may now move your tassel to the left side of your mortarboard. Congratulations. I want to ask all the graduates to remain standing, and if the audience would stand with us and join Communication Major Cheyenne Sigmund in singing our alma mater, the Tennessee Tech hymn. The words will be printed on the screens.
The quiet hill stands steadfast round walls of russet brown. On hall serene and campus green, the smoky hills look down, and steadfast may I cherish what thou hast given to me. O alma Tennessee Tech, God prosper thee.
Thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, this is your day, and we are so incredibly proud of you, Tennessee Tech's newest alumni. As we close this part of the ceremony, I'd like to extend my best wishes to each of you with a few verses from the book of Isaiah that seem most appropriate for an occasion like this at Tennessee Tech, because we are the Golden Eagles. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young people stumble and fall, but those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Graduates, it's time for you now to go forth and soar on wings like eagles. Congratulations. So graduates, we've attempted to make this as normal a ceremony as possible for you. However, we've kept the walk across the stage and tried to do that as traditionally as possible. But unfortunately, I won't be shaking your hand today for obvious reasons. Instead, we ask you to face the camera and smile through your mask and give a big wings up if you like. To be safe, we won't be walking out as a group, so when you exit the stage and have your photo made, we ask you to exit the hoop through the tunnel and meet your family and guests outside. At this time, I'd like to ask the doctoral candidates seated on the first row to present themselves on stage for Hoodings, and the remainder of the graduates remain seated until instructed otherwise. At this time, I'd also like to publicly thank the many dozens of staff members that helped run this event, and it's an amazing task. Particularly, I want to point out Karen Likens and Denise Caldwell and all those that helped. Would you please join me in thanking them for their efforts? Thank you. Our announcers will now read the names of graduates as they cross the stage.
At this time, let me draw your attention to the Ceremonial Gonfalon on the ceremonial platform. Banners representing the university and each of its colleges and schools, or gonfalons, are intended to identify each academic unit with its unique culture and spirit. Another relic of medieval times, today's gonfalon occupies a special place in the trappings of academic ceremony. Usually carried individually at the head of each college or school in the processional, the gonfalons are displayed side by side, facing degree candidates alongside the university gonfalon, which bears the Tennessee Tech colors, charter date, and presidential seal.
Barry Kent Daniel is an engineering major from Sunbright, Tennessee. His dissertation title is Phase Only Beam Broadening of Contiguous Uniform Subarrayed Arrays. May I present Dr. Barry Kent Daniel. Corey Cook is an engineering major from Falls Church, Virginia. His dissertation title is Random Linear Time Varying System Theory for C-Clutter Modeling. May I present Dr. Corey Cook. Robert E. Gillen is an engineering major from Knoxville, Tennessee. His dissertation title is Method for Assessing Security Impact of Settings and Anomaly-Based Intrusion Detection for Industrial Control Systems. May I present Dr. Robert Gillen. Aubrey Johnson Hill is an environmental sciences major from Livingston, Tennessee. Her dissertation title is The Salamander Bacterial Microbiome, Composition Ecology, and Anti-Chytrid Utility. May I present Dr. Aubrey Johnson Hill. And now the candidates for master's degrees. Jane Mariah Switzer. Peggy Nettenstrom. Michael David Crowley. James Cameron Yunker. Tiffany Renee Campbell. Tabitha Dawn Lewis. Joseph Philip Brockwell. Christopher Bradley Kashmerek. Terry Trivet. Catherine Wallace. Mumita Kamal. Lindsay Davis. Richard Leon Morrow III. Ariana Clemmer. Brandolyn J. Birchfield. Omari Carl Smith. Joe Overton Bailey. Lena Hussein Abu Nasif. Carrie Demiri. Aussie Bruce Faxter. Michael Robert Coltis. Charles Austin Lee Robinson. The College of Engineering. Tyler Lewis Coulter. Brian Joseph Domino, summa cum laude. Caden Matthew Scott. Jackson Andrew Cordell. Andrew Lloyd Davis, cum laude. Akram Mikhail. Nicholas Reidner. Stephen Aaron Heiberger, summa cum laude. Tyreek Maurice McShand, cum laude. Bryant Lee Elmore. William Richard Salzman III, cum laude. Austin Dwayne Phillips. Jacob Adair Patterson. Kevin Robert Walcott. Jonah Michael White. Thomas Coper, magna cum laude. Joshua Aaron Cottrell, cum laude. David Montero Oliveras. Mario Alberto Renteria Aldana. Jose Socorro Coronilla Contreras, summa cum laude, 4.0 W.A. Howard Award. Hunter Price Kelly, cum laude. Anthony Palmer. Jignesh Patel. Trevin Michael Pointer, cum laude. Alyssa Jane McDougall. Jameson Bennett. Mark Taylor Price, magna cum laude. Daniel Hunter Thornton, summa cum laude. Jomar Acosta Torres. Colin Jace Brown. Devin Charles Threet. John Randall Carson. Braden Douglas Shelton. Samuel Lewis Kessler, Jr. Chase Ryan Johnson. Hunter Elijah Joe Ross. Glenn Thomas Hammonds. Austin Ford Wilson, summa cum laude, 4.0 W.A. Howard Award. Joseph Quinn Nunley, summa cum laude. Anseto Rivera. Jared Miller. Derek McKinley Justice. Nicholas William Lawson, summa cum laude. Ethan Chandler Crabtree. Ravi Hinesh Kumar Patel, cum laude. Jacob Cole. Sarah Leanne Roten, cum laude. Kaylin Hope Truman Jorrell, cum laude. Love Patel. James Rufus Shackelford V. Tanner Cagle. Joshua Scott Nichols. Gabriel Glenn Cummings. Austin Scott Simpson, magna cum laude. Allison Sandra Howell. Stephen Paul Foltz. Lynn Lay. Nicholas Alex Smith. Garrett Robert Sumner. Justin Robert Davies. Graham Williams McKay. Christopher Whitmer. Morgan Isla Warner, cum laude. Robert Broadhead. Madeline May Reinke. Seth Michael Huner, magna cum laude. Raymond Blake Alberts. Richard Arthur Coons. Hannah Newman. Brooks Hampton Browning. Langston Taylor Cox. Andrew Webb Brasted, cum laude. Richard Andreas Franco. Eric Wayne Neff, magna cum laude. Andrew Benjamin Collier. Dero Martinez. Bishoy Rafat Malik. Jacob Paul Nowisniak, magna cum laude. Jared Alexander Grubbs, magna cum laude. Samuel David Dunham, magna cum laude. Joseph Vincent Rush. Logan Isaac Edmondson. Samantha Ann Scheringer. Jonathan Andrew Bedingfield. Shelby Nicole Kilgore. Spencer William Kiefer. Glenn J. Glenn II. Matthew Scott Callahan. Austin John Michael Bowser, cum laude. William Christopher Rogers, summa cum laude. Colin Turnbull. Ashton Freeman Meigs. Burton Seth Garrington. Nathaniel Charles Lovin. Gurgis Marcos. Logan Connor Gardner. Tyler Andrew Groom, magna cum laude. Skylar Klontz. Gregory Wyatt Mabry. John Michael Kress. Alexander Gross. Derek Lynn Ramsey, cum laude. Zachary Lee Lane. Dylan Davis, cum laude. Isaac William Hall. Joseph Paul Banjin, cum laude. Colton Breeding. Reagan Lynn Skelton. Pedro Garza Ramos. Blake Ragsdale. Michael Caleb Dean. Jeremy Reed Potts. Matthew Logan Smith. Blake Chapman Dempsey. Sarah Ashley Norman. Adam Christopher Joyce. Elizabeth Marie Rodinger. Hassan El-Shawali. Nathaniel Roy Morgan, cum laude. Andrew Gates. Jonah Tariq Dunnings. Jonas Cunningham Rush. Matthew David Maxfield. Christopher David Farmer. Carson Hampston. Cole Austin Thomas Stovall. Gage Bruce Bentley. William Carl Morrison. Mason Rogers Angel. Adam Klinker. Abhijit Solanki. Christina Esther Sukan. Austin McKinley Brown, summa cum laude. Philip Andrew Brown. Jameson Rigsby. Jerry Jerome Stone Jr. Tanya Yvette Gary. Joshua Michael Drennan.
The College of Interdisciplinary Studies. Logan Thomas Staley, cum laude. Shanna Lee Muncie, magna cum laude. Gracie Huff. Charles Finnell. John White. Nicholas Blake Dye. J. Hayden White. Christian Michaela Dinsmore. Hannah Rachel Rawdon. Crystal Gail Margison. Kanaya Alaise Blakemore. Tamara Stockton. Alexandria Keeley Dillingham. Joshua Robert Green. Samantha Sage Castleberry. Megan Snyder. Rachel Meredith Maynard. Kaylee Selby, cum laude. Jennifer Elaine Arms. James Creed Hemsley. Peyton McKenzie Pittman. Emma Kenner, magna cum laude. Catherine Elise Porterfield, magna cum laude. Lars Winston Patrick. Tara Dawn Bennett. Arsley Munoz, cum laude. Harrison Kent Taylor. Tanner Metler. Kayla Mache Stone. And our last graduate of the day is joining us virtually, Emily Patton.
The third and final ceremony of the fall 2020 commencement is now complete and in the books. Wings up to all participated and congratulations. Thank you for being with us today.